Hey guys, so here we are, part two. Right, okay, so basically, quick change. I've changed it from a marketing mindset to a growth mindset. Just when I was talking through this lot, I thought it just made much more sense. So please forgive the difference in the first video, but you kind of get the idea now. So we're on to opportunities now, and what we're going to discuss with our mind is that your mind is an incredibly powerful tool. Okay, it'll do and say whatever you want it to do. Okay, and that includes sort of looking for stuff, looking for evidence. So your mind will look for evidence to support anything that you believe, but it will also look for anything that you tell it to look for. So if you, and we are pre-programmed as humans to look for obstacles. We are pretty shit in the world of the animals. You know, we've got no armor, we've got no sharp teeth, we've got no sharp fingernails, you know, we've got no camouflage or anything like that. We were pretty crap, and in fact, even our genitals on the outside of our body, so they're pretty, they're pretty bloody, what do you call it? Vulnerable. Yeah, vulnerable. So we're hardwired to look for obstacles, and when we look for obstacles, we start getting sort of put off, these ideas of doing stuff and all this kind of stuff where, it kind of puts us off and makes us a little bit nervous of stuff. And then, that's sort of stifles what we're trying to do. But if we look for opportunities, then, if we tell our mind to look for opportunities, then that's what we're going to spot. We're going to spot opportunities, and opportunities are everywhere. You might think, okay, we're going into Brexit now, and we're, there's a bit of the pound's dropped in value and all this kind of stuff. But actually, some huge amounts of money have been made in the recession, and usually when things are going wrong for the average person, the entrepreneur can really dig deep, and there's opportunities there. Even think about people on the black market during the war. When there was literally nothing around, people were still making money because there was lots of opportunity. So a couple of things that I want to talk about. First of all, is that one there. You see what you look for. Remember that. What is in your conscious awareness now? What are you actually actively telling your mind to look for? Are you looking for obstacles and problems? When you first get started in business, everyone's going to throw these obstacles at you because they've got this obstacle mindset. Whereas, you're going to have an opportunity mindset. You've got this idea that you're going to give it a go, and with the right knowledge and help from other people and doing the right things, then you're going to make a killing. You are. So straight away you're gonna see that difference, and whenever you see it, you just use it as a little bit of a reminder to stick with the old opportunity mindset. I'm going to give you two powerful words that you can use to help you with this. The first one is but. Okay, so what but does? It's a very powerful word, and it cancels out anything that you've said before it in your mind. So if you, for example, said, "Look, I'm sorry, but," or you say, "I love you, but," or "I said I wasn't going to do it, but." Everything you've said before the but is pretty much cancelled out in your mind. So if you catch yourself saying something negative, so, "Oh God, I'm having a really bad day," throw in a but. So I'm having a really good day, but, okay, and then hit it with a positive, okay, because your mind will cancel out the negative, and it's a great way of making the shift from opportunity or from obstacle mindset to opportunity. So you might go, "Well, oh, fucking hell, I need to write this bloody business plan. But once it's done, I can then get on with the real fun stuff, and all that kind of stuff." And another one is yet. Quite often when we think about obstacles and things that are in the way, we kind of make statements like, "Oh, bloody, this will never work," or, "I don't know how to market," or "I haven't got any money." Now the problem with those statements is they're closed statements. No further action is required by the brain, and the brain is inherently lazy. It'll just switch off if it's got no further action required. So if we add the word yet to the end of all those statements, the brain is then going to go, "All right, okay, so I'm meant to now think about something else. I'm meant to take my thought process a little bit further, and I'll start looking for different sort of opportunities to do whatever it is I've got to say." So if you said, "Look, I've not got enough money to launch a business." Okay, closed statement. "I've not got enough money to launch a business yet." Now the brain goes, "Well, how the fuck are you going to get it then? Let's have a little think about where we could get it, or how we could get it, or we could generate it, or whatever." Or it might be, "I don't know how to market myself," or "I'm not very good at marketing myself." Closed statement. Or you could say, "I'm not very good at marketing myself yet," which suggests that in a few days you're going to be a little bit better. And then in a few weeks, you'll be even better still. And within months, you're going to be killing it. So, a couple of little words there that you can use. But remember, look for the opportunities. Don't necessarily look for the obstacles. And it's about going against the grain and doing something different compared to other people. Whilst we're on the subject of other people, I really want to sort of talk about this. This is something, I can't remember who said this, Tim Roth or someone like that. He basically said, you become the sum of the people you spend the most time with. Okay, so just have a little bit of, take a bit of an inventory of the people that you spend the most time with. Are they on the effect or on the cause? Have they got an abundance mindset? Do they play to win or not to not lose? To not lose. Do they look for opportunities or obstacles? And basically, you are going to become the sum of those people. Right now, I've got a bit of an issue where my family, I've got my 2 boys, my wife, I constantly try and eat clean. These guys are just like on a 3-person mission to rid the world of shit, food, and I kind of get sucked into that. So I'm really working on cutting that out because I spend the most time with them, and I'm becoming, through osmosis or whatever, I'm picking up the same habits because that's what is the norm. And I have a saying that there's 2 types of people in this world. There are BIs and BNIs, and what BI stands for is batteries included. So there are some people that whenever you meet them or you have anything to do with them, you just feel charged. They just bring with them their own positive energy, and after you've spent any time with them, you just feel supercharged and ready to take on the world. On the opposite end of the scale then are BNI, so batteries not included. So these are people that whenever they meet you, they draw your charge out of you, they draw your energy out of you. They're absolute morale hoovers where they just suck every bit of energy and creativity out of you. And these are the people that we need to be avoiding. Now, what I had was that, there was a very close person in my family was a huge BNI to me, and I had to take the unfortunate decision, really, the tough decision to stop spending any time with him because he was just sucking everything out of me. I was trying to run a business and I was responsible for 20 odd people, their salaries and all this kind of stuff. And each day that I spent with this guy, I was just getting things absolutely sucked out of me, and I couldn't do that anymore. And I had to take a real big step back. So I kind of know what you're thinking. If you've got someone in your family that is a BNI, and you start thinking, well, I can't possibly bloody just stop spending any time with them yet, okay? You don't have to do it straight away, but at some point, you're going to have to pull away from them. And so use the yet whenever you think, okay, I just can't do this yet, blah, 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 okay? And then at some point, you're going to be able to break free. But you need to be able to do this because you need people that are going to help you, charge you. Some of the power of coming on the workshops and the seminars is the fact that, you're just around so many BIs. And that's why you leave and you're just like super pumped and you're ready to go. You've got Joe and I up there giving you all these top tips and advice and giving you clarity and pumping you up and then filling you full of energy and like winding up the old, wind up toy, and then away you go when you get going.